What's going on, guys? Nick Hellman here, aka the Crypto Hitman. Just want to do a quick update on Bitcoin, Coinbase, and PENN stock, and I'll tell you why. First of all, this is our Patreon page. Join us, patreon.com/learncrypto, to get 24/7 access to myself, Todd Butterfield, and all of our live trade calls. Obviously, you can ask us any questions, and we'll give you any answer that we can there. We'd love to have you guys all aboard the Learn Crypto rocket ship. Now, Bitcoin here. You know, we talked about this in the last video being a bearish divergence, and we can retest to 48,000 even if you're still bullish. And then if you're bearish, down to 40 or even the low 30s. Well, what do you know? That was on the Pico top of the candle. We went back to 48,300. Now we are ripping here again today as BlackRock and these Bitcoin ETFs continue to buy Bitcoin. But you got to be a little hesitant once again, because now you have even a bigger bearish divergence and a little bit of a red candle here. Does this one ultimately lead back to below this previous low, 48,000 and 44,000 or 34,000? I don't know. The bull case is this. These ETFs are unlike anything we've seen in any of the other 4-year cycles, and they are buying back spot Bitcoin en masse day after day after day. On top of that, we're only a 60-something days away from the halving, and I haven't really seen that hump about the Bitcoin halving yet, and I'm sure that is coming from BlackRock and all these institutional players. I bet you they will be releasing halving commercials very soon. Bookmark that. Bitcoin halving commercials are coming very soon. Some of the more on-edge ones like Coinbase will probably poke fun at the US dollar and its inflation, talking about how the Bitcoin halving is coming. And BlackRock and those are going to be more sophisticated with it, but nonetheless, we'll discuss how a supply shock is imminent for Bitcoin leading into mid-2024 and 2025. Now, Coinbase. Well, here you go. We've had a lot of trades on Coinbase, buying, selling for profits, buying back cheaper, selling for profits again. We did miss this rally here in Coinbase, but you know, you can't catch them all. We had patience, a 35% drop off the highs, and we got an entry here. Now we are up in patreon.com/learncrypto about 22%, and I'm not selling yet. Even though I think there's a potential bearish divergence on Bitcoin, I am not selling, and why is that? Well, the earnings for Coinbase are tomorrow. And remember, these earnings are on a 1-quarter lag. That means these earnings are going to be from September, should be for October, November, and December of 2023. Well, what did Bitcoin do in October, November, and December of 2023? This is what they did. They went from $25,000 up to $42,000. Do you think there was extra retail trading there? Extra institutional trading? Maybe some ETF seeding for their ETF? I think so. I think Coinbase made a lot of fees in that quarter, along with staking. You know, they pull off some of that reward for themselves. Asset prices across the board have gone up, so if they're selling, say you're staking Atom and they're giving you 4.5%, and they're keeping 0.5% for themselves, are they keeping that Atom, or they have been liquidating on this whole way up? I don't know what the answer is, but I'm assuming they liquidate some of those tokens into fiat and Bitcoin. We do know Bitcoin's also very high if they have any of that on their books. So I'm going to bet that they're going to have an earnings surprise, beat market expectations, and go even higher than this tomorrow. Now, this is with the assumption that Bitcoin doesn't just shit the bed with the bearish divergence overnight. But if Bitcoin sits around here, you know, stocks themselves are relatively flat today, I think they're going to have beat earnings expectations, which could lead this even higher. And if somehow it's a big gap and you get above this 186, well, then you have the blue skies all-time highs up here. That's what I like to say. Blue skies, all-time highs. Who knows where you can go from there. But nonetheless, I'm going to take the gamble. Earnings expectations be beat, and we go higher than this price here on Coinbase. The other one is PENN stock. This is in the gambling sector. This is one we had tons of patience on in this downtrend. We bought it 2 separate times. We made big double-digit gains 2 separate times. And now we are buying it back here over 10% lower than our average sell. This is a buy I just gave in Patreon, so shout out to you guys if you watch this video. Patreon got in just a few cents lower than this. Well, it is rapidly rising here. You know, we're in at 22.60. It's already 22.70. Again, PENN has their earnings tomorrow. I think they're going to have an earnings beat. We're seeing other players in the gambling sector all beat their earnings and getting good price momentum off of that. As long as stocks don't come out with a minus 500 day tomorrow, they beat earnings expectations, and we see a green bar out of PENN. I like it for the long term, but really this is a short term. Pull my nuts out on the table, betting on a good earnings beat, betting on a relatively flat stock market for this thing to give us some green bars and maybe some quick gains on a trade. So that is the update on Bitcoin, Coinbase, and PENN. That's what we're playing right now. That's what we're watching right now. And stay tuned for your daily updates on both crypto and stock technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news right here at Learn Crypto.